The student protests have been marred by shootings in the vicinity of the Wits University in Braamfontein, including a passerby being killed in this protest last week. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu this afternoon is at the University of Johannesburg, UJ. He's been tracking developments at the UJ since yesterday. Manqoba, good afternoon. What's happening there this lunchtime? What can you tell us?
Well, so far, Praden, what we are hearing is that there is a protest that is taking place inside the University of Johannesburg here at Kingsway campus. And this is a gathering by some of those student organizations who, of course, are expected to hold more demonstrations this afternoon. But we are hearing reports, Praden, that there has been a clash with security personnel inside the campus. We understand that the university has brought more security officials to try and man this particular demonstration and the gathering of students inside this protest, inside this particular campus here at Kingsway. And this is essentially the place where students here at the University of Johannesburg would usually congregate, and they'll meet with their leaders, who will then give them a plan of action, or what they call a line of command, as to how they are going to continue with their protest. But joining me now is one of the SRC members here at the University of Johannesburg, just to get an update on the situation inside there. But thank you for your time. Let's start here. What is the situation like here? We're hearing that it is quite tense inside the campus.
Good day to you and your viewers. To start with, my brother, we were not protesting inside. It was a gathering. We were supposed to have a campus meeting. We were observing COVID-19 protocols. We were wearing our masks. We were practicing social distancing. The people who did not even practice social distancing is the so-called SSG, Private Security Company. The name is SSG, Private Security Company. So we were there assembled to have our meeting. We started singing, sitting down. They came to us, they started to arrest us, and they started to stand in formation as if they wanted to encircle us. In the north direction was SSG with its 2 nyalas and 2 vans. And at the back and on the eastern side, it was their security personnel. They had made a 2-line, of which it seemed they were going to pinch down on us. Then the females took off their shirts and remained in their bras, so to distract the security personnel and not to move on them. Then we applied that, no, we are going to apply what we call the Maoist tactic. You know, when Mao said, when the enemy attacks, you retreat. And when the enemy retreats, you attack. So as we saw the attack coming, we retreated. As they saw us retreating, they still went and attacked us. That this is information I'm hearing right now, that after I left to come to talk to you, private security went in and they used pepper spray, and they manhandled girls, they manhandled boys, students who are fighting for free education, and they have no weapons.
In the morning we were searched. In the morning we were searched, and there was no weapons found. We've been behaving, so we don't understand why are they applying these repressive tactics.
What are you hearing in terms of, are there any students that were injured? Of course, we did see yesterday quite chaotic scenes in Braamfontein, and one of those students being hurt. Do you have any updates on her as well and her condition?
Well, she's doing quite all right. I spoke to her last night before I went to bed, and even in the morning, she says that, look, she's okay, and it doesn't seem there are no long-term pain that infected, but that will be confirmed tomorrow. She says there's a possibility that she's going to an operation, but she's not in pain. I posted a video on her on Twitter saying that she's very wild, she's very fun. She was even laughing in high spirits, giving advice to comrades that, you know what, continue with the struggle. The problem we are having is the police officer who was in charge with the unit yesterday, Captain Kwala, or the Johannesburg Public Policing Unit. The same unit that gunned down Mtumba is the same unit that shot that girl yesterday. And the very same captain is the same captain in the morning who harassed us and called us children of bastards, children of rapists, meaning that we are rapists. We had assembled here yesterday, 5 o'clock in the morning, a contingent of about 30 or 50. They were a lot. If they wanted to do another Marikana yesterday, my brother, they would have gunned us down. And yesterday in the afternoon, when her unit came back again, the way she came out of the police van, or the police kumbi, the VW kumbi, she came out like a hooligan holding a gun. It was as if she has a personal vendetta, as if she believed that for the sake that we are black, we are not even deserving to think that we have a right to education. So we are shocked. Why is this black woman, who would suppose is a mother, be so arrogant and aggressive with kids? Because, I mean, although she's a police captain, I can tell you for sure her pay does not afford the fees here at University of Johannesburg. Now why is she reacting such a manner?
Okay, let's talk about the protest itself. What's happening with the national shutdown? What are the plans? Are you going ahead today? We know that you said that they have some of the students have been shot and tear gassed inside. So what's happening now? Is that national shutdown, the plans for today are going to continue?
Look, my brother, just like yesterday in the morning when we started, we were harassed. We were supposed to apply the Maoist tactic. We are applying it now. So during the course of the day, we are going to regroup. We are going to reassemble. I shall be facile.
Okay, well, that was Tiego Khoza speaking to us there, Praten. But before I actually let him go, I want to speak on this issue, Tiego, before I let you go, on the harassment and intimidation of some of the eNCA journalists here during this protest. Surely this cannot be accepted at this particular point, given the fact that this is a democratic country.
Well, my brother, that is itself, it's not part of our student politics. It is the politics of the country. We know the relationship between the eNCA and the EFFSC. It is something that I personally do not want to get along into because it is something that I really did not follow into earnest. So I am not at liberty to say what is right or wrong. But what I can say is, as we understand, the Constitution affirms the right to publish and for the media to do their job. So if they have their own reasons, I'm sure there are sound reasons which make sense, and of which, if it was a private function, that's why the EFF bans the eNCA, it is reserved. And then again, if you as media, you have capturing people protesting, if they refuse to be protested, whether EFF or SASCO or whatever, it is also their right. You also as the media have to abide to that. So we have to be fair on either sides.
Okay, let me hold it there due to time. That was Tiego Khoza, who is part of the SRC here at UJ, saying that, in fact, they have now dispersed after many of those security personnel inside had a clash with some of the students, Praten.